Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing says love like teaching your girlfriend how to be a jet mechanic in the Philippines. So today I'm teaching my akong babae, Daisy May, which means my girl. If I said my asawa, it would mean my wife. If I said amping permi, it would mean goodbye. If I said mayang gabi, it would mean
amping permi, goodbye?
Take care always. Amping permi is take care always, right? How do you say goodbye?
Goodbye, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, teaching your girlfriend how to be a jet mechanic. Today's lesson is how to build a gasket for a water pump or any other type of gasket, even a head gasket on a small gasoline engine. So what you need here is you need the bolts from the project, or the same size bolts, because you're going to put the bolts in the holes that you make when you create the gasket. You can use a pair of scissors. There's two ways to make the gasket. One way, I'm going to show you now. Daisy, you hold this like this. One way is to use this ball-teen hammer, which has a rounded side on this side and a regular flat face on this side. One way is to take the ball-teen hammer and go, here, show it over here, go around the edge and keep tapping lightly, light taps, and it will cut it by squashing this soft material. And this is the product. It will make a rough edge like this. Now, this is a rough edge because the aluminum is not hardened steel. The aluminum is not hardened steel, so this is a rough edge on the gasket. Now that's one way. Another way would be to just tap it very lightly and then turn the gasket over like this, like what you see here, and then on that line there, following my finger down, not the black line, but the line of the material, you would use a scissor. Okay, now that's how to make the body of the gasket. How to do the holes is as follows. Okay, here's one hole left. I'm going to show you how to do this hole right here. Now, if you're new at this, hold that up like that. Yes, okay. If you're new at this, I suggest you do it in the following manner. You take a nail, you find the hole, you look underneath there, and just punch the nail hole, punch the nail into the hole. Once you get that part of the science down, then you take this ball-teen part and tap it in the center of the hole. Now there's two types of holes that you're going to have. You're going to have a hole like this, which is a straight through bolt hole, and this will just pop out like pull it out a little bit. This will just pop out of here, pull it with the cut. Okay, so now you have a hole. There's two types of holes. This hole here has no threads in it, so you don't have to worry about damaging the threads. If this hole had threads, then you would lightly tap it, back it up a little bit, you would lightly tap it with the ball-teen hammer, very light, and then if you had a hole punch, or you could drill it out if you were really good with a drill, but you'd have to put that on a block of wood, a soft block of wood, and drill the small hole through it first, and then open up the hole from the center of the paper. So this is your finished product, like this. That's the rough edge, and this is called Fiberflex. It's paper. It feels like sponge paper or cork paper. Now, the reason to put the bolts in the holes is to keep the gasket from shifting. And then once you do have it, you just take out the center and you save this in with your Fiberflex or your other gasket material. Daisy, go get the roll. The roll of the gasket material. I will show you how it comes. You save that so that you can use it for something small. Like I have another gasket I just made. I cut this one with a scissor. The reason I cut this one with a scissor from the inside is because this is all open over here. And that's just two ways of doing it. It was a different video to show you a different method. I just did that light tapping with the hammer, very light, made a mark on the inside, and then punched a hole in the center of this gasket material and then scissored around. And here is how your gasket material comes in a roll. Now, you can buy this in 6-inch wide, 12-inch wide, 24-inch wide. I've bought it 3 feet wide and 4 feet wide for the bell housing on my stern drive on my barge Dragon. I had a 2-into-1 Murray and Togertha 07 stern drive unit built in 1943, put on a barge, and that was my barge, and I needed a 42-inch gasket for the back plate of the gear housing, and was no problem. You just tell them what you want, and they don't have it, they can have it the next day. It's a common thing. Comes in rolls like paper towels, but they have rolls in any size, any thickness, almost any type, any good store. So this is how to build a gasket. This is the reason you see these bolts were painted, is because when I took all these bolts out, they were so rusted. Daisy wire brushed them down, and then we power washed them with after we degreased them, we power washed them, and then we put one heavy coat of paint, oil-based paint in there. So Daisy, would please say goodbye. We're done. This video is getting a little bit long.
Okay, goodbye.
Umping
Permy.
Umping Permy. Take care always.
Yeah.
From Michael Fazio and Daisy May in the Philippines, baby. That's right.